Welcome to Landon and Bo's podcast. Today's topic is the Catholic Church. Point number one, Pope Francis health update. Pope Francis has been hospitalized since February 14th due to double pneumonia. In a significant shift from tradition, the Vatican has been providing daily updates on his condition, including details about his need for high-flow oxygen and blood transfusions. This transparency prevents misinformation and reflects the Pope's preference for openness. Number 2. Canonization of Dr. Jose Gregorio Hernandez. Pope Francis has approved the canonization of Dr. Jose Gregorio Hernandez, known as the Doctor of the Poor, making him Venezuela's first saint. Hernandez, who died in 1919, was beatified in April 2021 after a miracle attributed to him, a girl recovering from a gunshot wound in 2017. He dedicated his life to serving the poor and advancing medical research. Point number 3. Installation of new bishop in Tyler Diocese. Bishop John Gregory Kelly was installed as the head of the Diocese of Tyler in Texas. Previously, and I don't know how to say that word, forgive me, bishop for the Diocese of Dallas. Kelly emphasized the importance of peace and reconciliation in a divided world. His appointment follows the removal of Bishop Joseph Strickland, who had been critical of Pope Francis's approach to social issues and the Latin Mass. I cannot read today. I don't know what it is. Point number 4. Discussions on compassion and nationalism. A letter to the editor criticized J.D. Vance for promoting a nationalistic interpretation of Christian compassion, suggesting that compassion should be prioritized for fellow citizens. The letter referenced the parable of the Good Samaritan to highlight the broader scope of Christian love and neighborly obligations. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's podcast. When Bo shows up next week, hopefully. See you guys then.
Okay. Hi, I'm Savannah.
I'm Ella.
And this week we have global events.
Unfortunately, we had to re-record the whole thing because our microphones were not working.
Yeah, we're not even going to attempt to use them because they're
beeping.
They're broken. I don't know what's happening. Police in Belize are investigating after 3 young American women were found dead in their hotel room at a luxury beachfront resort last weekend. A woman identified as 23-year-old, oh my gosh, we're going to have to go through this again, Qatar Naquad, 24-year-old Ayman Mallah, and 26-year-old
Waffle El Alam
were found dead at the Royal Cajal Beachfront Resort in San Pedro on Saturday morning. The investigation into the cause of their deaths is underway, but Belize Police Commissioner said on Tuesday that carbon monoxide poisoning and possible overdose are being considered. Officials noted that alcohol and gummies were found in the hotel room. A quote from the commissioner: "We've had issues with gummies in the past being resold and sending people to hospitals."
Pretty much should just not do that.
I definitely think that they're stupid. No offense to people who died or anything, but
they should just know better not to do that.
I mean, drugs and alcohol at the same time. I mean, like,
not a good mix.
What did you expect?
They're not good
to
either way, but like together, it's like a whole new.
Sometimes I just think that everyone's dumb, but it's
I'm dumb too.
Okay.
Sorry. London NATO ally Poland scrambled NATO aviation in its airspace early Tuesday morning in response to Russian missile strikes in western Ukraine.
I'm just showing them the broken microphones. Keep going.
the country's operational command said, due to the activity of long-range aviation of the Russian Federation carrying out strikes on objects located, among others, in Western Ukraine, military aviation has begun operating in Polish airspace. The command said in a statement posted to X, the operational commander activated all available forces and resources at his disposal in ground-based air defense and radar reconnaissance systems reached a state of readiness. The statement added, then the steps taken are aimed at ensuring safety in areas bordering the threatened areas. The command said the Operational Command of Armed Forces is monitoring the current situation and its subordinate forces are resources remain in full readiness for immediate response.
Okay.
I cannot read that.
I just figured out why the microphones weren't working. I never turned this part on, Ella. Okay, so that concludes our podcast for this week.
Hi, this is Kristen Lee Ann, back together this week because someone got over the flu.
I had influenza.
Yeah.
Because we're influencers.
Oh, that was such a good joke. Okay, this week we had good news. So Chris is gonna start us off.
This is all quoted from the goodnewsnetwork.org. In the Amazon, one indigenous woman's canopy bridges are helping monkeys cross the road safely. Why did the monkey cross the road? Because someone built a bridge for him.
Yes.
Deep in the Amazon rainforest, motorists hauling along the few highways that bisect the great ecosystem have seen a series of rope bridges extending from tree to tree over top their heads. Fernanda Abra has worked alongside one of the many indigenous groups in the Amazon, the Wamiri Atroa people, to create a once-in-a-lifetime system of wildlife road crossings specifically for the tree-dwelling species in the Amazon. Primates like the Grove's TT monkey and the golden-haired tamarin have witnessed their homes cut in two by asphalt roads, and often have no choice but to brave out the white lines on foot. CNN reports it was on asphalt that Abra saw her first Grove's TT, one of the world's top 25 most endangered primates.
A team mentorship program brings its bottom line success to Detroit with $15 million in assistance with Mackenzie Scott. The dreams of going to college for so many American teens may seem like long shots, but when a billionaire philanthropist sets her sights on education, their stories may have a happy ending. Enrique Pepin was born in Boston to Dominican immigrants who hoped to hold the American dream. Despite a language barrier that sometimes seemed insurmountable, growing up in public housing, Pepin had to help translate legal forms and food menus for his parents. In high school, Pepin found assistance from Bottom Line. Bottom Line is a nonprofit mentorship program that provides personalized guidance to first-generation college students and low-income youth. Bottom Line has helped 7,000 students, and it also assisted Pepin in the navigation of all the forms and applications needed for college. He earned a full scholarship to Boston Suffolk University, and then from there, Bottom Line's mentors supported him throughout his collegiate career. Then, in 2023, Pepin was elected to Boston City Council.
What a story.
What a star.
0 to 100, now we hear.
Yay.
Japanese teams save nearly extinct herons by hand-rearing or caring for and hand-feeding chicks. With Japanese bird experts and the unwavering support of Japanese scientists, Bhutan's national bird is now being hatched and hand-reared in captivity successfully for the first time in history. The major hurdle to rearing chicks was overcome, and 2 healthy birds were just born, bringing the total captive population to 5, a crucial lifeline to a bird that numbers less than 100 in the wild. The critically endangered white-bellied heron faces extinction due to its habitat disturbance from human activities and predation. Professor Satoshi Shimano and his team from Hosei University, Japan, collaborated with the White-Bellied Heron Conservation Center, or the WBHCC, in Bhutan to revive the series through direct intervention. This heron is the world's second largest heron in the world, a symbolic bird for the Bhutan people, and also a typical umbrella species. The birds were just born, bringing the total captive population to 5, a crucial lifeline to a bird that numbers less than 100 in the wild. The critically endangered white-bellied heron faces extinction due to its habitat disturbance from human activities and predation. Professor Satoshi Shimano and his team from Hosei University, Japan, collaborated with the White-Bellied Heron Conservation Center, or the WBHCC, in Bhutan to revive the series through direct intervention. This heron is the world's second largest heron in the world, a symbolic bird for the Bhutan people, and also a typical umbrella species that requires a habitat with a vast, preserved environment. In recent years, the white-bellied heron population has decreased significantly. As of 2024, it's estimated that there are fewer than 45 left in the world, although the official count still stands at 60. It's endemic to the Indian subcontinent, with approximately 25 individual birds sighted in Bhutan, and the rest across the border in India. Conservation efforts for the species are limited and fragmented across the region.
Good news this week.
Good news.
We've had a few Debbie Downers these past
Yeah.
few.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, well, last week we had weather, but you weren't here, so.
Yeah.
What
With
else?
weather, you never know whether it's going to be good or bad.
Okay. That was funny.
Thank you.
You are getting some crazy snaps right now.
I know.
Anything else we need to talk about
yeah.
before? Oh, anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think there's some good news in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, world's very stricken right now with a
Mhm.
lot of bad news and bad things going on, but sometimes you just gotta look at the positives, man.
Yeah, my good news for the week.
What?
I applied to my first scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to hear my good news for the week?
What was your good news for the week?
My good news for the week. Let me think about it now.
Oh.
Good news for the week. I got an 100 on my reffing quiz.
Yes. I'm going to Indiana.
Ooh.
Tomorrow.
You visiting Haley?
Yeah, I am visiting Haley.
Lit?
And I
Is
got
it?
into Indiana, so I actually have to visit
Ooh.
the college. But
Oh, you can go there?
I don't know. I really want to go to Miami, but
That's some good news.
Yeah.
Very close to Cincinnati. Indeed.
Yeah.
Oxford, Ohio.
yeah, catching us at our D1 colleges.
Yep. Yeah, D1 pickleballer.
D1.
D1 yapper.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
No, I don't talk that much, I don't think.
No, I'm a D1 yapper.
Oh, yeah, that's you.
Multi-sport athlete in college. D1 yapper, D1 pickleball, D1 spike ball.
Yeah. I'm going to be, what D1 can I be? D1?
D1 thespian. D1.
You've been using thespian a lot lately.
Dude, I love that word. Thespian.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or,
This is so...
espionage.
I don't...
I think that's a bad word. What does espionage mean? The practice of spying on political. Oh yeah, yeah.
No!
No espionage in the world. No, we don't like spying on people unless you're playing I Spy.
This is 7 minutes long.
Good.
Okay, we're not going to be able to send it, so we'll have to trim it down.
Oh.
Or we'll just airdrop it. We'll airdrop it.
We'll
It'll be
airdrop it.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Peace out. Peace out. Good news.
Good news.
Hello. We're back. This is the 4th week of current events. We're going to be talking about pop culture. which is the events that happen on social media.
Lots of TikTok drama this week.
And lots of drama about Drake. He was wearing a t-shirt associated with influencer Anna Paul, and it sparked discussions about possible involvement with her dispute with Michaela Testa. And it began when Testa accused Paul of misleading her followers about her financial status and exploiting fans into cash giveaways.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't think Drake needs to be involved in any more drama at this point because he's already being called out for being
A pedophile.
yes.
Kendrick's halftime show is good.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw it on TikTok.
It looks at the camera, calling out
Thank
Drake.
the Lord above that the TikTok ban was brought back.
Thank goodness.
We love TikTok.
And TikTok Shop and Lemonade.
I
And
actually
CapCut.
have not ordered anything from TikTok Shop,
Neither have I.
but I did order my Shein card the other day.
Let me know if you get it, because if it comes through, I'm going to order mine.
I think it will because I saw also on TikTok that everyone else is getting their Shein cards.
Good. My cart is full on TikTok Shop and Shein, but that's kind of
I
irrelevant.
don't think there's anything in my TikTok Shop. Okay, continue.
Speaking about TikTok, there's a new house that has been created. It ranges from girls between the ages of, like, I believe it is 14 to 20, which is kind of a weird age group, but it's called the Glow House. The Glow House is a content creator collective on TikTok operating under the handle at the Real Glow House, if you guys want to look, or at, Real Glow House, if you guys want to look that up. Has over 1 million followers and 3.1 million likes already, and they just started a week or two ago.
I saw a TikTok the other day about it, but that's all I've heard. There was a TikTok ban for invasive filming against It's Polo Kid because they were suspended for secretly recording and uploading videos of women without their consent in Australia. That is so creepy. And they were using smart glasses and approached women in public places, leading to backlash and police investigations.
That's horrible. Let's add some positivity.
Very creepy.
Gianna Joyce, who is a member of the Glow House, says that the Glow House is a movement to uplift and empower this generation. Their mission is to inspire confidence, spread positivity, and be like a big sister role model to other girls on the internet.
Very cute.
I'm interested to see what they do.
There was an appearance of Richard E. Grant on the Burberry catwalk, and he delivered a memorable performance on the Burberry catwalk during London Fashion Week, bringing a feel-good conclusion to the event, and it featured a star-studded lineup.
For more pop culture events, Lady Gaga's new single Abracadabra was released last week, I believe. Well, it was released February 3rd. The song, characterized by its dance pop energy and theatrical visuals, has drawn comparisons to her earlier works. It has achieved global chart success and premiered during the 67th Annual Grammys Award.
Speaking of new songs, Bad Baby just released her diss track on Alabama Baker yesterday.
Have you heard it yet?
I have not yet listened to it, but I would play a skit for you guys, but unfortunately every word is essentially a cuss word.
Great.
But don't you worry, because the Oscars 2025 are scheduled to air on March 2nd on ABC.
Well, lastly, Monster Hunter Wilds game release. It's anticipated the game Monster Hunter Wilds is scheduled to release on consoles this week. So if you're a gamer, be ready.
I'm
know nothing about gaming.
Unfortunately not a gamer, but I did get a PS5 for Christmas.
Have you played it yet?
Well, it's not mine, it's my brother's, but it's on my TV, so
Maybe you can download the game.
my hand's shaking.
Weekend.
I'm so excited for this game. I just can't wait.
Most of this was cited from TikTok, by the way.
Yes.
All the TikTok drama was.
Essentially all cited from TikTok.com or NBC News.
So that's all we have.
Yes.
Hope you guys have fun listening to more pop culture drama.
Yes, and listen to Bad Baby's new song because it's fire.
All right.
Bye.
Hello. Hello. Welcome back to Rat Chat. This week we are doing sports.
Yay.
So
Sports.
we definitely wanted that topic.
We're so good at sports.
Yes.
Anyway, so this Saturday is March 1st, as you may know.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens in March, Janaea?
March Madness.
March Madness! Crazy.
Insane.
So it's kicking off on the 18th in Dayton. That's
Ooh,
crazy.
Wow.
With the 2 Final Four games, where like 4 teams compete to be in the for 2 of them to get into the regular bracket.
Oh.
So it like kind of counts, but not really.
Okay.
I think like the real first game is like the 20th or something, or the 19th maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
basically the point is now is the time to get your brackets in order. Like you
I-
gotta get on that.
I'll definitely be doing that.
Yeah. Well, if
soon
you
as
get it
possible.
completely right, then you can win a car.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, does anybody do that? Probably not, but you can give it a go.
Yeah. Anything for a car, right?
Yep, exactly. And in other news, on the 20th, Canada and the US faced off in a nation against nation hockey game, and Canada won. Much to my brother's chagrin. He was very disappointed.
I imagine.
Yeah, he was.
What
And my dad.
disappointment. Oh,
That's okay though, because Canada has to be good at something. So
they deserve it.
yeah. Anyway,
tonight is our second tournament game. February 26th. Just so you know what day it is. Against River.
Yeah.
At
Meadowbrook.
At Meadowbrook, yes. And our last game we won. We beat Connaughton Valley 65-49. It was a really good game.
Yeah.
Oh, our boys were playing really well, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we win tonight. I hope we go all the way, but who's to say?
Who's
to tell?
Yeah. True. So
Yeah.
that's the tea. And our sources. Oh. Don't mind that. Oops.
Our sources are from USA
Say
Today and NBC Sports News.
And Max Preps.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Nathan.
I'm Brandon.
And this is Global Outreach.
International aid efforts in response to the Southern Asia flood crisis. In the past week, several Southern Asian countries have been grappling with several floods due to
Unprecedented
monsoon raises. In response, international organizations and neighborhood nations have mobilized to provide emergency assistance. The United States Dispatch Relief Team assisted the situation coordination, aid delivery, while countries like Japan and Australia have pledged financial support and sent rescue teams to assist the evacuation and release operation. These collaboration efforts aim to address immediate needs such as food, clean water, and medical care for affected populations.
Global Health Organizations launch initiative to combat emerging infectious diseases. Recognizing the threat of emerging infectious diseases, a coalition of global health organizations announced a new initiative this week to enhance pandemic preparedness. The program focuses on strengthening surveillance systems, accelerating vaccine research, and improving healthcare infrastructure in vulnerable regions. By fostering international collaboration and resource sharing, the initiative aims to detect and contain potential outbreaks before they escalate into global health crises.
International summits on renewable energy transit convents in Berlin. This week, Berlin hosted an international summit bringing together political makers, scientists, and industrial leaders to discuss strategies for accelerating the global transition to renewable energy. The summit emphasizes the importance of cross-border cooperation and technology development, investment, and sustainable instrument and policy alignments to meet international climate goals. Several countries committed to collaborate projects aimed to reducing carbon emission and promoting clean energy solutions worldwide.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
And I'm Carrie.
And this is really real news. So the weather's been kind of crazy recently, and there's been several natural disasters, especially along the West Coast. And this has really caused the weather all over the country to kind of act crazy and be unpredictable. Heavy rain, gusts of wind, threats of flooding are all continuing in the Pacific Northwest in states such as Washington and Oregon, through the northern Great Basin and the Rockies. Mild Pacific air will keep the snow levels high for a strong upslope flow along the Olympics, coastal ranges, and Cascades, with heavy rainfall expected. Right now on the West Coast, about 2 to 4 inches of rain are expected over the next few days, and there have been 6 tornado outbreaks across the central and southeastern U.S., so states like Kansas, Missouri, states like that. 5 tropical cyclones have been spotted, and the fires in California have also been affecting the weather and will continue causing crazy weather as the warm air and the cold air mixes caused by these fires.
So with all that stuff going on the West Coast, it's like causing a whole bunch of like reactions within the sky, so like a lot of storms. So what's coming our way is either a lot of snow or a lot of rain, depending on which way it shifts. So like if the tropical storms come more our way, we're gonna get a lot of rain from it. But with like all the tornadoes and stuff, it's gonna cause probably more than likely snow. Stop, look at me like I'm dumb. I'm clearly qualified for this. And then also we're gonna have probably really strong winds, probably up towards 60 miles per hour here soon, bringing in all that weather.
Earthquake!